Yo, 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 yo. I said, yo, 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 yo. What's going on, y'all? My name is Marcus Rosa, aka Mazuma TV. Back at y'all with some more boxing talk, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to Mazuma Nation. Shout out to the Mazuma Mob. We in the building as always, man. Shout out to my boy SM Down H9. What up? What up? What up? Notes. What's going on? Pagad, Pagad Petit, Petit. I don't know what the name is, but regardless, what's going on? He said, "What's the word?" Nah, I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling, bro. I can't call it. You know what I mean? Just got back to the crib not too long ago. You know what I mean? Just seeing these nut ass Eagles lay an egg. You know what I mean? It's exactly why I don't watch football, man. It's exactly why I don't watch football. You know what I mean? Every year, bro. But that's completely irrelevant, man. We got 10 people in the building. You know what I mean? Hit the like button as soon as you come in, of course. Um, SM down H9. He said, "Is Devin versus T.O. worth 10 million to T.O.? That's the only. Mm, he coming out to fight maybe 5 mil. Well, that's not up to me to decide whether it's worth 10 million or not. You know what I mean? That's up to the people who fronting. That's putting the money up. Do they feel like it's worth $10 million? That could be possible. You know what I mean? But that's ultimately not up to me. I am a boxing coach, along with being a boxing fan at the end of the day. I come to this YouTube platform as a boxing fan, and my main concern is seeing the fight, not worrying about how much it's worth or how much they getting paid. That's for them to figure out and for me to watch if it happens. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't like to really get into who the A side, who the B side. You know what I mean? I like to talk boxing, who could win, how they could win. You know what I mean? And shit of that nature. I really don't care talking about who the A side, who the B side, who bring more money to the table, bro. Because at the end of the day, that shit not gonna help you when you in that ring. That's what I think. Um, Ralph, not gonna lie, I had predicted Haney by TKO in the 11th round. By the way, the fight was going almost. Thought Haney was gonna stop him too. Well, Ralph, we definitely gonna get into that, but just to let you know right now, I think he could have. I think that if Devin Haney would have stepped on the gas a little bit more, I think he could have possibly stopped Regis Prograis. You know what I mean? I think the ref could have gotten involved and things of that nature. You know what I mean? But regardless, he won easily. You know what I mean? Maybe he was content with just winning and didn't want to take that unnecessary risk. Because if it would have been a situation where he would have really stepped on the gas or, you know what I mean, got a little greedy and get caught with a big shot, the fight could have been over. So maybe he was respecting Regis' power and was like, yeah, let me just do what I do best, you know what I mean, and not really take too much chances. Boxing ego, you didn't reply to my YouTube comment. What was your YouTube comment? I could reply to it right now. I mean, he did, could have. He ain't want to risk it. Yeah, he didn't. You know what I mean? He definitely didn't. You know what I mean? He didn't want to take that risk. You know what I mean? He just did what he know best. He wanted to he wanted to win in the bag by any means necessary. I was saying you were mad that Haney lost. Haney didn't lose. Try again, dummy. Correct yourself. When was I mad at? When did Haney lose? As far as I'm concerned, he undefeated and he won last night. So what the fuck you talking about? Yo, stay off that liquor, man. It's Sunday. You got work tomorrow, bro. Get it together. I mean, won, sorry. How was I mad that Haney won if I predicted him to win? Do you watch my channel? I predicted that Devin Haney will win by unanimous decision. I made it clear that I'm not the biggest fan of Devin Haney, but I predicted him to win. So if he comes out to actually make my prediction come true, how am I mad? Makes no sense, sir. Like I said, come correct when you talking to me. You know what I'm saying? Yep, he didn't press forward. He was still cautious because he didn't want to risk a repeat of what happened with Linares. So better to play it safe. You know what I mean? I don't got a problem with a fighter playing it safe if he's clearly dominating the fight. Now, if it's a situation where like he's losing or the fight's close and they're not willing to take any risk, I would have a problem with it. But considering the fact that Devin Haney won every round, like literally every round, it's cool for him to do that. I've seen Floyd do it. I've seen Floyd dominate a fight and then in the 12th round run around the ring for the last 10 seconds until the bell ring. That's playing it safe. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing wrong with that if you clearly dominate in the fight. You know what I mean? Prograis got no feet or jab. This is something that I've been saying on my channel as to why he would lose to Devin Haney. You know what I mean? I didn't really specifically speak on his jab, but I did say how he was economical with his punches. And I also spoke on how his feet are extremely slow. And Shakur Stevenson said it. He said, yo, if he wants to have a good chance to win this fight, he got to pick his feet up. You know what I'm saying? I knew exactly what he meant by that. Putting his feet in motion. Get some speed in his footing. You know what I'm saying? Cut that ring off. Let your hands go. But that's just not who Regis Prograis is. You know what I'm saying? We could make an assumption that he may be capable of doing something. But if it's not in your toolbox, how you gonna be able to get the job done? You know what I'm saying? It's just a bad stylistic matchup, man. Regis being the slower, flat-footed, type person, and you going up against a guy who's fast. He can be elusive. You know what I'm saying? A great range, athletic, fast with the feet and hands, good combination punching, accurate. It was just too much that was on Devin Haney's side that night, man. And that's just how I play out sometimes. Sometimes you could be a great fighter, but there's gonna be somebody who has your card. And if it's this is the type situation where if Regis and Devin were to fight 20 times, Devin will win 20 times. That's just what it is, bro. There's nothing that could really be. It's not nothing too complicated about this situation at all. All credit to Dev. He looked sharp and dominant, but goddamn, Regis looked like complete ass. But was falling over himself and everything. But this is something that we've seen from Regis in his fights prior to this. This is stuff that we've seen. What I've seen from Regis Prograis is what I've seen from him even when he's won fights. He was a flawed fighter. You know what I'm saying? And he's going to struggle with just about anybody who has the skill set that Devin Haney has or has any type of characteristics that Devin Haney has. He will have a tough fight with guys like Richardson, Hitchens, and fighters of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Athletic, slick boxers. You know what I'm saying? That got hand speed, good combination punching, the ring generalship that Devin Haney showcased. It's gonna be a tough fight. That's Regis Prograis' weakness, man. You know what I mean? That's just what I personally think. I think he was a fighter that heavily banked on his power coming up, and it was getting the job done at the lower levels. But once you get up against elite guys like Devin Haney, you're gonna come up short, man. I asked because you said you weren't as much of a fan. Yeah, that got nothing to do with, you know what I mean, making a prediction or anything like that. I congratulated Devin Haney at the end of the day. I don't think you would congratulate somebody on something if you were mad that they got a victory. I don't think you would do that. Regis has zero punch variation. Yeah, he's very predictable. Very predictable. Very predictable with his real repetitive with his combinations and punches overall. What do you think about Regis going to MMA? I don't know how he'll do in MMA. Does he have a wrestling background, Brazilian jiu-jitsu? what background does he come from besides boxing? Because if you're just a boxer, you go into MMA, you're extremely limited. It's called mixed martial arts. You know what I'm saying? You get your foundation could be boxing, but what else do you have? Do you have does he have a wrestling background? Like what? Because from what I heard, Regis played football. You know what I mean? That's not going to help you in the octagon. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Mark, you think Matias gets it done versus Haney if it happens? Matias has a really he got a solid chance. I think he got a better chance than Regis Prograis do. I'll tell you that for sure. I think that Matias applies a lot more pressure. You know what I'm saying? He lets his hands go. I think that his volume is better than Regis Prograis. You know what I mean? I think he's more relentless. I think that he has the type style that could really give Devin Haney some trouble, but Devin Haney could beat anybody in the division. Based off of that performance I seen last night, I don't know if anybody in the division could beat him. That's just me being honest, bro. How the way he looked last night looked like he looked a step above what he usually did at 135. Man, his energy looked better. Sitting down on his punches better. It looked like he trusts his conditioning more. You know what I'm saying? He looked more rested. You could tell that he didn't really burn himself out in the gym, that he didn't leave his fight in the gym. You could just you could tell. You could just tell that you could tell that extra 5 pounds helped him out. You know what I'm saying? That's just but just based off of that performance right there, man, he's capable of being unified world champion at 140 for sure. Let's really think about it. Let's really think about it. Matias, I said that's a tough fight, but he's capable of winning that fight. He just beat Regis. He just beat the champion in his first fight at 140. Think about it. Rolly. Can he beat Rolly? He smokes Rolly. He smokes Rolly badly. That'll be probably even easier than Regis Prograis. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. You know what I'm saying? Teofimo, he has trouble with boxers, man. We're not gonna act like we didn't see this man struggle with guys like Sandor Martin, who beat him with a jab and a check hook, who a lot of people thought beat him with a jab and a check hook was giving him issues. You know what I'm saying? I think Devin Haney is a better boxer than Sandor Martin with way more tools, way more better offensively. You know what I'm saying? Faster, rangier. He gives you what Sandor bring to the table, but just everything else is on a higher level. He's better than Sandor all around the board. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, who could really beat Devin out of the champions at 40 besides Matias? You know what I'm saying? No said he thought Sandor Martin beat Teofimo. But after Teofimo beat Josh Taylor, which is a totally different style than Sandor, people forgot all about it. But it's like, I'm not going to sit here and act like Teofimo don't got a problem with boxers now. You know what I mean? And it makes complete sense because when Devin Haney was running up on him and trying to get him to fight and things like that, Teofimo pricing himself out and his dad talking about they want $20 million. And come on, man. Come on, man. Stop it. He was trying to ignore Devin Haney when he was unified champion, was calling himself undisputed to try to get people to forget about Devin Haney being a champion in the division. There was a lot of things. It was a lot of things that Teofimo did while he was champion at 35 to try to discredit Devin because the last thing he wanted was the fans to demand that fight between them two. Calling him the email champion, that all came from that situation. You know what I mean? To try to discredit Haney. Oh, I'm undisputed. Devin, he's an email champ. Bro, you're not undisputed. You had the WBC franchise belt, which is something that Lomachenko has signed up for. This is something that Lomachenko has signed up for, so he wouldn't have to face Devin Haney. So what you're pretty much doing is when you signing up for a WBC franchise belt is, okay, I don't want to fight my mandatory, but I don't want to look like I ducked. So let's make it seem like the WBC franchise belt is a step up from the WBC title, which it isn't. It isn't at all, actually. The WBC considered it like a trophy. You know what I'm saying? That way, I get the WBC franchise, so it don't look like I'm ducking. We give the mandatory the actual belt, and we get to go our separate ways so we won't have to fight each other. You know what I mean? And to keep it a buck, Lomachenko only fought Devin because Devin had all the belts. Keep it real with you. You know what I'm saying? He ain't want no smoke with Devin. I'm not going to sit here and act like that. Just like how he don't want smoke with Shakur right now. He don't want smoke with Shakur right now. He about to go fight Kambosos. Why would you fight George Kambosos in Australia when he has 0 belts? When your whole thing was talking about your ultimate goal was becoming undisputed at lightweight. Shakur Stevenson has a WBC title now. All the belts are scrambled. So you about to fight George Kambosos, where they may possibly put up the IBF. They might possibly put up the IBF. It's a maybe. Why not just go for the guarantee, John, and fight Shakur Stevenson, who's the legitimate WBC champion right now, who's under the same promotional banner as you? Why not make it happen? Because you don't want smoke. Because when Devin Haney just had the WBC belt, you ain't want to look in his direction. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, bro, this is what we got to call Lomachenko. He's a gatekeeper. He's a gatekeeper. I know a lot of y'all don't want to admit it because he was the man at 26. He was the man at 30. But guess what? Amongst these young dudes that's in boxing right now, he done lost to every single one he done stepped up against. He is a gatekeeper for these up-and-coming champions. That's exactly what he is. You know what I'm saying? And Lomachenko on his way out anyway. He on a decline. You know what I mean? He's still going to give some guys tough fights and all that. Don't get it wrong. But guess what? What's his record against these young dudes coming up right now? What's his record? He faced 2 of them. What's his record against elite young champions in boxing right now? Champions. Because when he fought Teofimo had what belt he had before he became undisputed? He beat Comey for what was it, WBO? And Loma had the other belts against the young dudes. He fought 2 young dudes. What's his record? What's his record against them? It's 0-2. 0-2. Regardless of what y'all think, whether you think he beat Devin Haney or his shoulder was messed up against T.O., regardless of what y'all saying, bro, it is what it is. He 0-2. Thank you very much, Rhea. I appreciate that. We got a Sing with a $2 super chat, man. Shout out to you, man. He says Mazuma does Haney beat Boots. Hell no. Not at all. Yeah. Haney will get stopped by Jaron Ennis. Let's not do that. You know what I'm saying? Huh? I would love to see that too. I would love to see that fight too. You know what I'm saying? He don't stand a chance against Jaron Ennis. Way too big for him. He never fought at 47. Yeah, he need to do it exactly. That's exactly what I was gonna say. We got 37 people in the building, man. Hit the like button as soon as y'all come in, man. He need to make his mark at 140 first. You know what I'm saying? He need to fight the top guys there.
He need to fight Matias.
Yeah, exactly. Subriel. He need to fight Teofimo. And shit, if he want to take Rolly belt, go ahead and take Rolly belt. He need to be worried about the other champions at 40. Why you worried about 47 when you only got one fight at 40? You know what I mean? But it was a good performance though. I'm not sitting here just talking crazy about the man. He did good against Regis. Regis didn't have no answers for what Haney was doing. Too slow.
He fought in 5 years.
Who?
When Regis fought?
No, he fought recently.
Really?
Yeah. He looked like he ain't fighting 5 years though.
No, I thought it was.
Mm-hmm. Do you think Canelo will ever fight Better Beef? Hell no. He's not fighting Better Beef no time soon. Better Beef about to fight some dude from the UK, I believe. And then from what I heard, them Saudis going to try to make Bivol and Better Beef, which is a hell of a fight. That's the fight that needs to be made. Canelo need to stay out of 175. He's too small. I love how he went up there, right? And he was like, oh, I'm a smaller guy. I'm beating light heavyweights, blah, blah, blah. He gets so much credit for it. Then he go over and fight Bivol, get his ass whooped. Now he talking about, oh, well, I'm too small, man. I'm too small. So I was like, bro, which one is it, man? Just stay out the division, man. If you're going to have that excuse that you small, man. Stay at 68, stay whatever. I mean, keep it like that. Boxing Ego says Haney outboxes Boots. Let's be real. Yo, this the thing, bro. How? How can he do it? Let's really break it down. Haney, fast, good range, great jab. You know what I mean? Overall, he's smart fighter. But what does he do better than Jaron Ennis? Got a good jab. Boots don't use his jab as much as Devin Haney, but Boots got a great jab too. What is he faster than Boots? No, I don't think so. At least I don't think so. Is he as slick as Boots? Not at all. Not to me. He uses his feet more than he moves around more than Boots. But would I say that he has faster feet than Boots? No, I think Boots is more athletic than him. I think that all around the board, Jaron Ennis is a better fighter than Devin Haney. I mean, he's more accomplished than Boots. You know what I mean? Boots got one world title. I think he's a 5-time world champion now in 2 different weight classes. We can't discredit what he's accomplished, but at the end of the day, those belts not gonna help him in that ring against Jaron Ennis. That's what I believe. Who Boots fought though? Boots fought everybody he needed to fight until he got the IBF world title. You know what I'm saying? This is something that when people ask this question, it doesn't really make sense, because if you keep up with Jaron Ennis in his career, he's been calling out the top guys for years. They don't want to look in his direction. Buzz says that he brings nothing to the table. Who else? Dennis Ugas turned him down on social media. Stanley Otis turned the fight down. Keith Thurman turned the fight down. Cody Crawley turned down his biggest payday. These things happen, bro. It's not his fault that these guys don't want to fight him. Nobody 25 or under doing what Haney doing right now. You gotta respect it. I respect it. I respect it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sitting here, and there's guys that's 25 or under that's doing great things too. Benavidez is doing a great job. I don't know if he probably like 26 by now, but we got Ben Rodriguez doing his thing in them smaller weight classes. He's not the only one who putting on. You know what I'm saying? Let's not make it like that. But yeah, like Devin is doing amazing. Devin is doing amazing. Clearly, you don't like Haney. You see what I'm saying? This is the ideology of like these new boxing fans, which I don't really believe they're boxing fans. I think they're fans of the individual. I think they're fans of the individual. You know what I'm saying? They're not really boxing fans. You know what I mean? Because if you disagree with them, you don't like their favorite fighter. But if you agree with them, oh, you know boxing. Oh, you agree with what I'm saying? Yo, you know boxing. You know what I'm saying? But as soon as you disagree with them, oh yeah, you must not like black fighters. Oh, you must not like European fighters. You must not like Asian fighters. Bro, listen, I'm gonna keep it 1,000 all the time. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of whether I like the fighter or not, there's fighters that I got. Like I said, I rock with Mario Barrios heavy. Did I favor him to beat Gervonta Davis? No. Did I favor him to beat Keith Thurman? No. Did I favor him? Am I gonna favor him to beat Jaron Ennis? No. Even though Boots is one of my favorite fighters as well. But regardless, just because I rock with a fighter don't mean that I'm gonna just pick them to win against everybody they face, bro. That's not the reality. That's not the reality. You know what I'm saying? Let me mute this real quick. Yeah. That's real talk. Yeah, that's real talk. Yeah, it's sad, bro. It's sad that he does this to him. Yo, smack him with the wrench, dog. Let's get him up out of here, because now he's stalking like little underage girls' pages and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That he's a weirdo, bro. He's a real life weirdo. He's on like little girls' lives that train out of my boxing gym. They're like 15 years old. This is a grown man on little girls' social media talking about me and talking to them as if like he got any business talking with an underage girl. Yo, get him up out of here, man. Hit him with the wrench, please. Get him up out of there, bro. Please. Please. This is a weirdo that uses my profile picture to try to attempt to get my attention. Weirdo. Miserable. Real life weirdo, bro. I really hope that you get the help that you need, man. You genuinely need to seek some type of therapy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really need all the help you could get because you're a very unhinged person. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? He genuinely need all the help he could get, bro. Blair been calling Boots out. Yeah, I'm sure he has been. I'm sure he has been. You know what I mean? But at this particular time, it's like, do you really want to see that fight? Let me ask y'all something. That's actually intriguing. Yours truly. Would y'all rather see? Would y'all rather see Jaron Ennis fight? Would y'all rather see Jaron Ennis fight Blair Cobbs, Philly versus Philly? Because Blair Cobbs is from Philly. And it'll be a great build-up because Blair like to run his mouth. Or would you like to see Jaron Ennis versus Mario Barrios, who just came off a huge win against Dennis Ugas? It's a more meaningful fight. So more like better build-up / promotion type fight, or a better meaningful fight? You know what I'm saying? Which one would y'all prefer? You know what I mean? Yeah, he did. Yeah, Rocha stopped Blair. Yeah, he did. You said I do, and I think Blair beats him 100%. Well, yours truly, whenever you feel like you, if that fight ever happens, feel free to hit my line. We could definitely place a little bet on the side, man. If you that confident, you know what I mean, we could put up a couple dollars, man. If you want to take my money since you're so confident, let's do it. Or you could bet my man Reed down here. You know what I mean? Reed like to put his little bets up and shit like that. You want to take our money? Let's do it. What about Boots versus Giovanni Santillan? Bro, that fight, why does he deserve an IBF title shot? Y'all got to keep in mind, Boots is the IBF champion of the world right now. So based off of the fact that this dude beat, I think the boy Giovanni, he had beat Rocha. He's in line for an IBF title shot. I would rather see Mario Barrios. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know, it'd be a good fight. Giovanni Santillan, whatever his name is, versus Cody Crawley. It'd be a good fight. And whoever wins that one could see Boots. I'm just suggesting because it's tough for Boots to get these fights. I understand exactly what you're doing, man. You're not wrong for that. You're not wrong for that at all. It is tough for Boots to get these fights. We in agreement. We saying the same shit. You know what I mean? But, man, if there's a way to get a better fight, man, then, you know what I'm saying? Stanionis versus Boots. Well, Stanionis said that he needed a tune-up, but then try to backdoor Jaron to fight Keith Thurman. You know what I mean? So he not hell-bent on fighting Boots right now. He would rather fight Keith Thurman, and it seems like that fight's going to happen early next year. That's what it seemed like. Yo, y'all got to understand, Stanionis versus Boots, it's a good name for Boots, but terrible, terrible style matchup for Stanionis. Terrible. I seen this man fight Butaev, man. If he's anything like that, he would have been a bad matchup for Virgil Ortiz. Like, Virgil Ortiz, I think Virgil would have punished him. Virgil would have really punished Stanionis, man. I genuinely believe that. I think Virgil would have did him dirty. If he would have never got him health issues and things of that nature, man, Virgil would have punished him, man. Stanionis get hit, and he get hit a lot. It's a bad job. Taking Maul, both fighting in March. Ortiz already announced his move up to 54. He already got an opponent and all. You know what I mean? It's already... Yeah, Virgil already announced it. He got an opponent. I forgot his opponent's name, but he already locked in. He already locked in at 54. QT says, I'd rather watch my neighbor's grass grow than watch Barrios versus Boots. Hope he gets his money, as that's what they try and do, but then go to 154 soon. I disagree with that. I think Boots needs to stay at 47 and dominate the division. That's what I want him to do. Regardless of whether there ain't no big money fights there or whatever, establish your name, get all them belts, build up your accolades so when you go up to 54, you'll be more in line for bigger fights in the future. You know what I'm saying? Just like Devin Haney did. Devin Haney was having trouble getting the big fights. You know what I'm saying? He finally got his opportunity, became undisputed, got a big fight against Vasily Lomachenko, somebody he was chasing for years prior to that. Then his first move up in weight, he already got a WBC title around his waist. First fight. You know what I'm saying? That's what Jaron Ennis gonna have to do. He's gonna have to get his name, he's gonna have to build his name from the bottom. He's already a hot commodity in the division. Besides Terrence and besides Earl, Boots is probably the most popular dude at 147. He just got to continue putting on spectacular performances and keep racking up his accolades. That's all. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's who Virgil fighting. Frederick Lawson. Yep. Something like that. I would love to see Boots versus Tim Tszyu. That would be a great fight. That's a great fight. Tim Tszyu got my respect after that Mendoza fight, man. Mm-hmm. I don't think he one of them gimmicks. I don't think he like the son of a legend that's being protected or being piped up. I think Tim Tszyu the real deal, man. I already had the impression after that Tony Harrison John, but I was like, man, Tony Harrison ain't look like himself. You know what I mean? But after that Mendoza John, listen, Tim Tszyu can rumble. He a problem. Do I think he could beat Boots? Nah, but yeah, man. Yours truly said Tim might run over Boots. Well, that's the second comment you done made going against Jaron Ennis. So I'm assuming you don't really like the dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm assuming you don't really like the dude. The fact that you believe that Blair Cobbs beats Boots and then go on to say that Tim Tszyu steamrolls Boots, I don't know, man. You looking like a hater. I ain't gonna lie to you. You look like you a hater, bro. Like, if you would have just said the Tim Tszyu shit, I'm like, all right, maybe because Tim Tszyu fight at 54, he the bigger man. But Blair Cobbs, bro. Blair Cobbs? Come on. Stop it. And I used to train alongside Blair Cobbs. But I keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck who he is. Uh-huh. Yeah, your name is Wild, by the way. But we going to let it rock. You think Brian Mendoza is damn as good as now, or he'd be world champ someday? Also, you think GGG is pretty much done, or will he make one last comeback? Well, I'm going to answer that Triple G John first. I think that his whole thing was getting a couple dollars and getting up out of boxing. You know what I'm saying? GGG was somebody who was always extremely disciplined, kept his weight low. You know what I mean? Things like that, really living the fighter lifestyle. Now it seems like the opposite. Apparently he got some energy drink going on out there in Russia. He just following business. He got a lot of like little business endeavors going on out there. You know what I'm saying? So it seemed like he's more concerned with that. He looked like he put on a couple pounds, looking nice and satisfied, full. You know what I mean? He ain't hungry. I'll tell you that. He definitely ain't hungry. Now in terms of Brian Mendoza, is he damn as good? I don't think he's damn as good off of that Tim Tszyu win. I just think that Tim Tszyu was just a level above him. You know what I mean? But Mendoza could be put in another. I think that Brian Mendoza is good enough to get another shot at a world title. You know what I mean? I would like to see Brian Mendoza and Jesus Ramos. That'd be a good. I think Jesus already beat Brian Mendoza, but considering that they both lost their last fights, why not make a rematch? You know what I'm saying? What else they got better to do? You know what I mean? They both trying to get their title shot back. Let's get it popping. Let's get it popping. And that's if Jesus Ramos don't get that Lubin rematch. You know what I'm saying? But no, ain't really like that. Blair is skilled and confident. Well, Boots is extremely skilled and extremely confident. So I don't see how you could use both of them qualities right there as a reason to beat Jaron Ennis. I don't understand that. You gotta come with better reasoning than that over here, man. I got Stephen Fulton being anyway if they rematch in a rematch if they fight again. That's a bold prediction, Montana. I don't know. Maybe at 26 it might be different. I don't know. Maybe like Earl and Bud at 54 might be different. I don't know. Blair not being nobody in the top 10 at 47. I think he'll give Crawley some work. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think he'd give Crawley some work. I think that he might give Mario Barrios some fits stylistically, but the Boots, hell no. He'll get stopped by Boots. Easy. That man got 3 Canelo paydays. Exactly. That's why he's not concerned with boxing no more. That's all he was looking for, bro. He literally stalled his career out to fight Canelo Alvarez. You know what I'm saying? Triple G is going to end up being folded by one of these young up-and-coming dudes if he keeps fighting. I think he should retire. Now, I think so, too. He got a close call with Dervinchenko and shit like that. He need to leave it alone. Has Garcia and Laura been rescheduled at 160? Yeah, I ain't trying to hear another freestyle. Yo, Jerry, you petty for that. You a petty motherfucker for that. But I heard, from what I heard, they fight was at a catch weight. I think it was like at 158 or something like that. So I don't think it's a full-fledged 160-pound contest. But I haven't heard anything about that being rescheduled. But considering the fact that Amazon and PBC just announced a deal a couple days ago, we should be hearing. I think Al Heyman going to drop a bomb on us, man. I think he going to unroll a schedule by the end of this year, early next year, to let us know what's going on. That's what I think. Hold on, we actually got another super chat that I didn't even see. Shout out to Claymore Rain. Shout out to Claymore Rain for that. He said if Boots takes WBC from Barrios, does he upgrade to full? If Boots takes WBC from Barrios, does he upgrade to the full once Bud vacates? I don't know exactly how that'll go. I have no idea. That's actually a really good question. What does Barrios have the WBC interim? Because if he has the WBC interim, it might be a situation where if Bud vacates, I'm trying to think of a situation where that happened. It'll either be they'll be upgraded to the full-fledged WBC champion, or they're gonna have him fight somebody else. Fight somebody else for the WBC title. He might have to fight the number 2 guy, or he'll have to face the number 1 since he's the interim. It's champion, interim, and then they got the ranking system. That's interesting. I don't know. I would have to look into that. Yo, dude, yours truly, is you Blair? Are you Blair Cobbs? Because I feel like Blair Cobbs would be the only one to say some shit like that. Are you Blair Cobbs? If you're Blair Cobbs, man, you don't got to be hiding behind no burner account. You know what I'm saying? You could join the show. You know what I mean? We could get to chopping it up. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to think you Blair. You know what I'm saying? I think you really exposing yourself. If you Blair Cobbs, let it be known, man. Let it be known if you Blair. You know what I'm saying? You can come on the show, hit a woo! You can do whatever you want, baby. You know what I'm saying? If that's what it is. Because you making it seem like you really him. Because I only think Blair would defend Blair in the boxing world today. That you gotta be like his cousin. You gotta be something, bro. You probably him. And if you him, just come on the show. I'll drop a link. You want to chop it up? Let's chop it up. If you sitting next to Blair right now, let me know. Let's do it. Let's chop it up. He said, "You never know." Okay. You playing games, man. Whatever. What do you think Boots' ceiling looks like? I think it's as high as he wants it to be. You know what I'm saying? I think Boots is a phenomenal talent. I've been saying this for a long time now. I don't think there's anything that Boots can't do. I think he's talented enough to give any fighter in the world trouble. I think he's one of the best fighters in the world, not just 147. And I think that he could become a 3-division world champion, man. I think that I think that in due time, if he moves correctly, you know what I'm saying? Boots is like 26 now. I think that he could become a multi-division world champion. I genuinely believe it. I think he become at this current time in boxing, considering the fact that Bud is not going to look in his direction, end up relinquishing the belts. I could see him becoming undisputed at 47. I could see him dominate at 154. You know what I'm saying? I could see him getting a belt at 60. I could really see these things happening before it's all said and done. I think Boots could be a 3-division world champion. That's what I think. Blair Cobb sound like a pterodactyl from Jurassic Park. Wow. Y'all tripping. No, but regardless, man, that's how I see Boots ceiling, man. Haven't heard anyone mention Blair Cobb before this live since 2022. Yeah, like he had a little bit of momentum going on, then he got stopped by Rocha. You know what I'm saying? But then he did come and he beat Maurice Hooker. He beat Maurice though, and he dominated. A lot of people thought Hooker was gonna get him. He was with Bomac and all. They thought, I mean, they was talking crazy. You know what I mean? I think Hooker missed weight and all. He dominated him. So it was a good job. And Maurice Hooker is a former world champion at 140. So you got, I mean, he beat a former champion. But you know what I'm saying? Since then, I think that his agreement came up with Golden Boy. And I think he a free agent now. So let's see what Blair do. Hopefully he get a deal with PBC something, TGB something. So he get in line to face some of these top names at 47. Because all the top 47 dudes is pretty much with Al Heyman. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to have to make something work with them. Yo, why Keyshawn talk crazy to Hitchens on Twitter today? Bro, at this point, I really don't be caring what they be talking about on social media. Like, I'm so burnt out from the back and forth talking on the internet, dog. Like, yo, if y'all not going to fight, man, shut the fuck up. Seriously. Seriously, bro. Dog, that's crazy. No one wants to smoke with Blair for a reason. Yeah, you definitely know the boy. You definitely – that's Blair. That's Blair. That's definitely Blair. That's definitely Blair. Blair, get your name up, cuz. You gotta act like a wrestler to get some attention in boxing, man. Yeah, Blair gotta chill. Yeah, we got a lot of weirdos. That's what we got moderators for. You know what I'm saying? That's what we got moderators for. We just gonna have to kick them out, and that just is what it is. Slime got the wrench. He know what to do. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying, Ray. Like Blair could rumble, but you piping him up way too much. You know what I'm saying? Keyshawn or Cruz? Cruz looked phenomenal last night, man. Andy looked phenomenal last night, bro. And I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm gonna give Boozy all the credit for that. I'm gonna give him all the credit for that. You know what I mean? Because he looked exactly like somebody out of Boozy's dungeon, bro. The combination punch and the body attack. The 1-2 was on a beam, bro. The step back, countering off the step back, man. It was really sitting down on his punches, turning the shots over. Now, you could tell Andy Cruz not like this knockout artist. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to put you to sleep in one jaw. But being that he's slowly transitioning, quickly, because this is only his second fight. He's quickly developing a pro style, man. And I love to see it. Man. Andy Cruz been in there working, and you could tell he's going to be a problem, bro, because he's adapting fast. There's a lot of people who stay in the amateurs too long and are never able to transition properly into pros. There's people that stay in the amateurs so long, that's all they know. So when you try to switch up their whole situation, bro, they become overwhelmed. They can't They can't transition. You know what I'm saying? They can't evolve. They too stuck in their ways. Andy Cruz, from the first fight to the second fight, you can't tell me there's not a difference. First fight, he looked good, but you could tell like he had the idea, but it wasn't like all the way like glued in yet. Like he ain't had that shit locked yet. You know what I'm saying? This second fight, bro. And what's crazy is he only gonna get better. He's only gonna get better, man. Listen, he got the money back in him. He got great training, bro. He's training around Jaron Ennis, who's a phenomenal talent as well, bro. He locked in, bro. I'm telling you, Andy Cruz ceiling is crazy. And to answer your question, the longer that they give Andy Cruz time to develop as a pro, them young dudes at 35, bro, they gonna have something waiting for him, bro. They gonna have something waiting for him. And that applies to Kid Austin. That applies to Keyshawn. I'm not gonna consider Frank Martin a young dude, but he around the same level as Keyshawn and them. You know what I'm saying? Like them dudes in trouble, man. I'm telling you. How Bozy training Cruz? He don't even speak English, bro. They got you think Andy Cruz don't got translators, bro? And he's in Philadelphia. You think somebody in his gym don't know Spanish? They did an interview. They did an interview with Andy Cruz, and it was a black reporter, YSN Sports Media, Jamil Parker, and there was a female fighter there that knew Spanish and was able to translate to him. There, you can't, bro. Spanish is probably like the second most used language in Philly. You know, as a matter of fact, I'm very confident in saying that. Besides English, Spanish is the next one. There's so many Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, Hondurans in Philadelphia, bro. You can't. And Dominicans, like, come on, man. Somebody knows Spanish somewhere in Philadelphia. There's somebody in the gym that knows Spanish. It's all right. You know what I'm saying? It's all right. And I'm sure Andy Cruz been touching up on his English. You know what I'm saying? I got a Dominican fighter that just came straight out of the island. He don't know no English, and I'm not the best at Spanish. But we understand each other. Shannon Briggs, before he was world champion, he had a Spanish trainer. And they were able to understand each other. Boxing is a universal language in itself. We don't need to be having no type of conversation. As long as you know what I'm asking for, you be all right. Abdullah Mason is next. Mark my words. Fuck with Abdullah Mason. He definitely got my stamp. You know what I'm saying? I think you're right. But I love that kid, Bruce Carrington, man. Shoo. That dude nasty, bro. And Xander Zayas looked phenomenal last night, too. That dude could not stand up to them body shots. And apparently, Xander Zayas is fighting Patrick Teixeira, a former world champion who just had the world title before Brian Castano beat him. And that dude beat Patrick Teixeira, beat Carlos Adames, who's the WBC interim champion at middleweight right now. So this is going to be a big step-up fight for Xander Zayas, and we're going to see exactly where he at. They're talking about February, so in a couple months, 2 months, that's a hell of a fight for Xander, man. And if Xander steamrolls Patrick Teixeira or just beats him convincingly or whatever, he going to be right in line to face Tim Tszyu. He going to be the number one dude for Tim Tszyu, bro. He's already ranked extremely high in the WBO. You know what I'm saying? Carmel Moulton versus Floyd Schofield. Well, I think Carmel Moulton's at 30 right now. And Floyd Schofield is a full-fledged 135. If that fight happens, that won't be till years from now. They both in the process of building themselves up. They had two different totally stages of their career. Carmel Moulton, prospect, you know what I'm saying, just getting his feet wet in the pros. Floyd Schofield, I believe, has like 16 fights. He's slowly transitioning into a contender. So they're in completely different phases right now, man. That's not going to happen for a long time. Just being realistic. You know what I mean? I wonder how Andy Cruz and Boots sparring is, but I'm sure Boots worked with him. I've seen Boots work with smaller guys. You know what I'm saying? He's experienced enough to know to hold back on certain shots and not turn it up on dudes like that. You know what I'm saying? But if you in or above Jaron Ennis' weight class, you in trouble. You know what I'm saying? And I understand there's a 2 weight class difference, but you know what I mean? Andy Cruz is a significantly smaller man than Jaron Ennis. And I'm sure since that's his stablemate, he not trying to hurt him. He trying to make sure he get to his fight. So I'm sure he works with him. You know what I mean? They definitely work on things. Xander nasty, bro. Xander nasty. But he got a tough Patrick Teixeira ain't no joke. So he need to be on point. He gotta be on point. Okay, so Moten at 26. All right, so that gives you even more of a reason why that fight not happening no time soon. Yo, Notes, don't play yourself like that, Notes. Don't do that. Don't do that. If you ain't have a wrench, I probably would have got you up out of here. Watch your mouth when you talking about the face of PR, man. The faces of PR right now, Amanda Serrano, Subriel Matias, and then we got a dude that's a flyweight right now. I think his name like Oscar Collazo. Watch your mouth. You know what I'm saying? He said it me. Read the face of Puerto Rico. Yo, this dude, they be trolling. But yo, I caught up on a lot of comments, man. We got 35 people in the building, man. As soon as you come in, hit that like button, please. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to talking about the state of 140 right now, because in all honesty, man, I think 140 is the deepest division in boxing right now. That's what I believe. Whether we talking about the champions, whether we talking about the contenders, whether we talking about the prospects, I think all around the board, you know what I'm saying? I think that 140 is the best division in boxing right now. It just so happens that I just think the whole situation now is them actually fighting each other. You know what I'm saying? This fucking chair, bro. This chair break on live. I'm gonna be embarrassed like shit. Anyway, he said I'm the face of Earth. Bro, y'all crazy. Give Hitchens a title shot? Definitely. Yo, bro, what was y'all thoughts on Montana Love, bro? Like, I knew Liam Paro could rumble. You know what I'm saying? I had heard about him. You know what I mean? People were saying good things about him. His name was getting a little bit of attention. You know what I mean? Australian dude, bro. He did Montana Love dirty. Dirty, bro. Crazy, bro. Do I know Bakari Samaki? The French dude? No, I'm not familiar with him at all. Love is all show, bro. He just talk a lot. Yeah. Montana, the hype job, Love, trash. His stock dropped. That's a fact. Freedom Regis next. I don't think he gonna take that, man. I wouldn't mind seeing that though. They both rocking with DAZN, right? Yeah, they both with Eddie Hearn. Yeah, that'd be a good job. But I don't know if Montana gonna take that off of a knockout loss. I don't know. Adrian Broner wanna be his Love. He remind me a lot of AB. I don't know if it's because they both from Ohio, and so they swag similar. I don't know, but either he inspired by AB in some type of way, or that's just how they give it up in Ohio. I don't know. But regardless, yo, Montana Love got cooked like badly, bro. He got hit. He ran right at, bro. Why is you stepping in with no jab? Why is you like leaning over your front foot going up against this man? When coming in with no jab, you stepping in front leg heavy, leaning over, and then you run right into the shot. You run right into an uppercut, bro. And then it's like Montana has like historically gotten dropped and hurt in fights. Why are you taking them type of chances, bro? You get dropped. You know what I mean? You hurt. You trying to, you know what I mean? You ain't never really been in a situation like you've been hurt and stuff like that. But this is like the 6th round. Then this man he lets off a combination on you, drop again. You know what I'm saying? That he just punches on you until the ref jumps in and intervenes. It's like, that's crazy, bro. You literally gave him that knockout win. Why are you walking in with a high guard, leaning over your front foot with no resistance, no offense being put behind it, nothing? You would have came in behind a jab, you probably would have avoided that. But it's like you walked right into the shot. Like you had no respect for dude. Complete lack of discipline, man. Complete lack of discipline. That's sad. That's sad, bro. You gave that man your chin. Pause. Pretty much. You gave the man the knockout. He was sitting there waiting for the punch to land. Yeah. He gave, bro. I'm trying to tell you. He literally walked in, leaned over like this. Like, go ahead. He ripped that jaw. Mink. Hit him with that jaw. He take a fall. Bad jaw. You know what I meant though, Ree. Like he gave, like, being on some serious type time. Like you gave him the knockout, bro. You gave him the knockout. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. So I guess that Hitchens fight versus Montana Love really don't make sense anymore. You know what I'm saying? That fight don't really make sense anymore. What Hitchens gonna get out of that? Hitchens is above Montana now. You see how that worked? Do you see how them tables turn, bro? Do you see how them tables turn? Montana Love was downplaying Hitchens like he was a nobody. You know what I'm saying? Acting like he ain't want to rumble dude. They signed the fight. They talking crazy. He pull out with no explanation at all. No type of like urge to try to get that fight going on with him. You go fight Liam Paro, you probably slept on him because he was a little white boy from Australia or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Probably underestimated him, felt like you had what it took to beat him, blah, blah, blah. Hitchens, meanwhile, he getting it. He just got the biggest win of his career against Jose Cepeda. You know what I mean? Somebody who's been a challenger for world titles multiple times. Dominates him, gets one of the best wins, one of the best performances of his career, the biggest win of his career. You know what I mean? He adds that good solid name to his journey as a potential world champion, his journey to being a contender at 140. Meanwhile, Montana takes on this fight, gets cooked, gets stopped midway through the fight. I don't know if it was a 10 or 12 rounder, but regardless, he got stopped in the 6th. You know what I mean? So now, Hitchens is climbing. Montana fell. He took an L, bro. He took an L. And this is what happens, bro, when you sit there and don't want to make these big fights happen. Hitchens and Montana would have been a solid co-main event. A solid co-main event. You know what I'm saying? No more tune-ups and build-ups for Hitchens. He ready. Let's see. But the thing is, who's going to want to fight him? Who's going to want to fight him that has a world title right now? I'm sure Subriel would take the smoke. But Haney, he probably feel like he not ducking Hitchens, but he probably feel like he got bigger fish to fry. All right, cool. Rolly, you know Rolly don't want no smoke for real. That'd be an easy win for Hitchens. You know what I mean? That'd be a boxing clinic. You think Jackson Marinez going outbox Rolly? Hitchens will shut him out on them scorecards, bro, for sure. He only worried about getting that Ryan Garcia or a Tank rematch. That's all he worried about. He just want money. He don't want to rumble nobody for real. He not on that no more. So Teofimo, you think Teofimo want to deal with that? I just told y'all that this man struggled with Sandor Martin. Sandor Martin, bro. He struggled with a jab and a check hook. What you think gonna happen when he get in there with somebody like Hitchens? What you think gonna happen? You think he gonna be able to be doing leaping left hooks and, you know what I'm saying, be doing all this type things? Bro, it's not gonna work out, bro. He can only get that off with certain fighters. He can only do that with certain fighters, bro. Keep it a buck. It would be 120 to 107 versus Rolly. Yeah, it'd be a Regis Haney scorecard. It'd be a Regis Haney scorecard. Yo, when they read them scorecards, bro, I felt embarrassed for Regis, bro. I felt embarrassed for Regis. Bro, you are a two-time world champ. Two-time world champ, bro. You experienced. You one of the best fighters at 140. You can't even win a round against a dude who never fought in your weight division. Can't win one round. One round, bro. You didn't have now one round where people was like, oh, okay, Regis done. Nothing. Nothing. Rolly nothing but power. Regis ain't either. Regis ain't nothing but power. He showed you. He can't box. He can't cut off a ring. His feet too slow. He flat-footed. Regis got dog, but he don't got the dog that. This is the thing, bro. I remember when Andre Berto fought Floyd, right? Remember when Floyd just dominated Berto, and Virgil Hunter was urging Berto to make something happen, bro. You gotta let your hands go. You know what I mean? You gotta put the pressure on him. Then when they got back to the locker room, it was like, yo, we was telling him what to do. We was telling him how to approach this fight, but it's just not in him. You know what I'm saying? Like, they could have the qualities. Like, Regis could be a pressure fighter, come forward type dude. You know what I mean? He could have power, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he gonna come out guns blazing and make the fight rough, dirty, and all that. Some people just like to go about things a certain way, bro. Like I said in my prediction video that Regis gotta cut off. He gotta pick his feet up, cut off the ring. Volume gotta be a thing. But guess what? That's just not in his DNA. That type of fight, you gotta have that in your DNA. You gotta have that Orlando Salido shit in your DNA. You gotta have that Marcos Maidana shit in your DNA. Regis may share similar qualities to them dudes, but that strategy, that game plan, that style, that's not him, bro. That's sad. That's not him. That's not him. It's not even sad. It's boxing. Yo, why was Tim Bradley shitting on Jair Tucker? This is why. I'm gonna tell you exactly why. Because Jair Tucker is an undisciplined fighter. He's an undisciplined fighter. You know what I'm saying? There's been several times when Jair Tucker has fought that his corner was urging him to do something, and he didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? He did not do it. He ignored his corner, did whatever he wanted to do, and he took his first loss as a result of that. You know what I'm saying? Now, with this fight, I didn't watch it. There was a lot of people that said that they believed that Jair Tucker won the fight. But maybe, just maybe, Tim Bradley is hearing what they're saying in his corner. See, I didn't watch the fight, but just because I know his history, I know exactly why Tim Bradley's coming at him, and Reed just confirmed it for me. He was not listening to his corner. Well, that's more than enough reason for Tim Bradley to come at him if that's the case. That's just what it is, bro. You are an undisciplined fighter. This is my thing, right? Because I've been having this trouble at the gym lately too, where I got guys sparring and I'm giving them clear instructions to make the fight easier. Every time there's a fight that we have in the amateurs, 9 times out of 10, when you listen to my instructions, it's an easy fight. It's an easy fight. You know what I'm saying? In sparring, I'm starting to feel like these dudes get a little comfortable and feel like they doing what they feel like they know what it takes already and they don't need to listen to me. Next thing you know, they're getting touched up. Why the fuck do you have a trainer? Why the fuck do you pay a trainer if you're not gonna listen to him? For all that, you might as well work your own corner. Yo, you remember when Bugs Bunny was playing baseball and he was batting, he hit the ball, then he ran out to the field to go catch it. And bro, just do everything on your own like him if that's what it is, bro. Just do your own thing. Just do your own thing. I don't understand why guys like Jair Tucker, who was just calling out Xander Zayas not too long ago, got these trainers, pay these trainers a percentage of his purse to not listen to him. So what you paying them for? To put their stool out for you? To get you some water? Like, what you paying them for? You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to you, Jair Tucker. He was looking like the goods. Pause when he was coming up. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was getting a couple dubs, and there was some people that was like, yeah, Xander don't want no work with Jair Tucker, bro. I remember that. And Xander was ignoring him and all. So I'm like, yo, that's kind of weird. Like, why you not saying nothing? But then, you know, he ended up losing the fight. And I believe this fight he just had was a draw. So Top Rank looking at you now like, bro, you looking shaky, dog. Like, what's up? We giving you bones and you having trouble with all that. And it's like, bro, why are we going to continue investing money in you if you're not progressing? You're not doing what you need to do in the gym. Why we need to continue promoting you? His quarterman, his pops, which is even more disrespectful. That's your father. If you're not listening to him, you listening to him outside the ring? Like, what's going on? That's why Tim Bradley coming at him. I don't agree with a lot of things Tim Bradley be saying and how the way he be acting. And, you know what I mean? I think he doing a whole lot of bootlicking. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to say too much. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to get demonetized, but you get what I'm saying. But in this situation, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Matias is easy work for Devin. I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. I disagree with you. Oh, they blessed him with the draw. So you think he lost? You think he lost then? Thoughts on Amari Jones? I've been hearing about him for a while. You know what I mean? I've been hearing about that kid for a while. He can fight, man. You know what I'm saying? He just need to keep racking the wins up. And the fact that we talking about him right now, he doing something right. You know what I mean? He can fight, though. Devin never seen pressure like that. He hasn't. Buddy straight up and down. It sound good, bro. It sound good. No, JoJo Diaz do not apply the pressure that Subriel do, bro. You know that, man. Stop acting like that, man. Cut it out. Cut it out, man. Matias already lost. Soon Dev beat him. It'll be more excuses. Okay, sound good, bro. These dudes just be talking, bro. I swear to God. Like, I be convinced that a lot of y'all don't really watch boxing, bro. Or if y'all do, y'all not paying close attention. I don't know if y'all just look at BoxRec and just pay attention to the numbers and stuff like that. I feel like a lot of you dudes really don't watch boxing. There's no way you can watch Subriel Matias and be like, yo, and based off of everything he brings to the table, how the way he been annihilating his opposition, that you can say that that's a tough fight that's an easy fight for Devin Haney. I don't see that. Now, if you believe Devin could beat him, that's your opinion. But that's your opinion at the end of the day. I can't knock it because that's possible. But I'm not going to sit here and act like it's an easy fight. I've probably been watching longer than you. Well, guess what? I bet you don't watch it like me, though. Regardless of how long you've been watching it, we're not looking at the same things. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You could be, you probably was, but we not watching it the same. That's the difference between you and me. That's the reason why I get paid to talk about boxing and train fighters for boxing, and that's why you just comment. You know what I'm saying? That's a difference. That's a difference between me and you. Okay, you entitled to your opinion, dog. You entitled to your opinion. It is what it is. You know what I mean? I can't argue. They say if you what they say don't argue with a fool because the person watching won't know the difference between y'all two. Something like that. You know what I mean? We're not even gonna get into all that. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Anybody that think that Subriel is easy work for anybody at 140, you don't watch boxing, bro. And if you are watching it, you're not paying close attention. You don't understand boxing. You don't understand boxing. Straight like that. Calvin Fallboy, Devin Sweets 140, honestly. I love how y'all see one fight and then y'all just A lot of y'all be prisoners of the moment, man. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Y'all see one fight and just think that these motherfuckers just the greatest. Like the greatest, bro. Y'all see one fight. This is his first fight at 140, and y'all already acting like he's like invincible. I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. There's nobody that's invincible in boxing. There's not one person that you know. There's not one person that you know that's unbeatable in boxing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can be beat. Let's stop acting like we see one good performance and all of a sudden these dudes is like untouchable. No, bro. A lot of these dudes that y'all watching could change overnight. This is boxing, bro. I'm not saying that this is Devin Haney, but it could be a situation where that he could look phenomenal in this fight, and then his next opponent, he might look like he not himself no more. We need to stop being prisoners of the moment, man. You got to remain objective at all times. You don't underestimate nobody. A lot of the greatest fighters that's in boxing right now stood on top of their game because they didn't underestimate their opponents. Andre Ward said he never underestimated his opponents. He said he treated every opponent like it was a world title fight. You got to have that type of mind frame. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to really be taking y'all opinion serious when y'all see one performance and then y'all so content with like that performance that y'all just forget about what everybody else done did. Bro, y'all was just piping up Super L like what, 2 weeks ago? Y'all was just piping him up. Yo, that dude, yo, man, I see why nobody at 140 don't want to fight Super L. Yo, dog, I'm trying to tell you, yo, he gonna hurt them dudes, man. Devin Haney make his debut at 140. Yo, man, he beat the whole division, honestly, dog. Like, bro, make up your mind, bro. Make up your mind. Your mind changed so much. That's exactly why these dudes be calling y'all fickle. That's exactly why boxing fans, that's why this whole stereotype behind boxing fans is that y'all fickle. Y'all hate you, y'all love a fighter, y'all hate him, then y'all love him again. I think Kanye West said that. They hate you, then they love you, then they hate you again. That's how this shit go, bro. That's how this shit go. That won't be another. Hold on. I just be peeping that, bro. I really be peeping that, and I be like, oh, y'all just was saying 2 weeks ago that this dude, y'all would just call the Super L, what, no mas tias. Y'all just calling him no mas tias like 2 weeks ago. And y'all was just saying, yo, I swear, bro. Wasn't there just people saying that Devin Haney don't want no smoke with Matias, bro? They was just saying that. Oh, Devin don't got enough power. Devin don't got enough power to keep Super L off of him. Devin just going beat up on Regis. Now y'all acting like Super L not a factor. Come on, man. Cut it out. Cut it out, man. Look at the hate Boo Boo was getting. Yeah. But everybody was so confident that he was going to beat David Benavidez. As soon as he lose, man, that's the dude that he said this the dude Canelo was ducking. Bro, y'all changed like the seasons, bro. It's crazy. Okay, you don't got to be big on him. That don't change the fact that he a factor. That don't change the fact that he world champion. That don't change that he's one of the best in the world at 140. You don't got to be big on him. I ain't big on Dev, but I respect him. You know what I mean? Same with the Jermell Charlo hate. I ain't gonna lie to you. Jermell deserved that. Jermell deserved that. He deserved all of that. So, yeah. I ain't even mad at them coming at Jermell for that. Jermell ran his mouth. He been talking shit about Canelo for like a decade. since they was at 54, like a decade, since like 2013, 2014. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. He deserved that. Sorry. Oh, look, they said that too. Reese said, no, he deserved that. No, for real. He did, though. You talk all that. I'm a lion forever. Lions only forever. Lions only forever. I'm a true warrior. As soon as Canelo ripped them hooks to the body, man, you went right on airplane mode, my brother. You done turned off in front of the whole world. That boy body done lost signal and all. That boy had airplane mode, took flight. Lost all reception. How in the build-up to the fight with Canelo, you talking about, yo, man, I look up to that guy, man. Who gonna believe that you're capable of beating this man if you talk about this man being your idol? How? How are we supposed to trust your character while in the lead up to your fight, you talking about how you looked up to the man? Y'all was in the same division. This lion's only forever. This man crying. I don't even play my PlayStation because I don't like to lose. And then just go lay your egg in front of everybody. Yo, when he lost to Tony Harrison, bro, he had his eyes all in his hands, and he was like, I don't even play my game. I don't even play my games because I don't like to lose. And what you do against Canelo? Ain't even try to win. Ain't that some shit? First clean shot, he hit you right on the top of your forehead. You know what I'm saying? You in La La Land for like 5 seconds. You take a knee. Don't even try to get that back. Then you in the back, all happy. Talking about he need a shot of liquor. This is the people that's embarrassing, bro. That's the people that we pay to see, bro. Bro, I would never pay for a Jermell Charlo pay-per-view again. I paid for that fight. Never again. I don't trust that man's character. How I know that he gonna stand up to somebody like Terrence Crawford? It was all good when it was Castano and when it was Jason Rosario and Tony Harrison but then when you in there with the legacy defining moment of your career, when you was talking about to the whole lead up that you was the bigger man. I'm the bigger man. Oh, what? Well, I'm the bigger man. Oh. Canelo, oh, he only like 5'7". He's small. I'm taller than him. I'm bigger than him. I walk around heavy too. Then after the fight, you talking about, oh, yeah. I felt the difference. I felt the difference in weight. You the bigger man. How you felt the difference in weight? Crazy. Yo, Tito, you giving out the sauce, dog. Chill, T. Damn, dog. We done give up the damn link, man. Now that server gonna be overpacked. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be struggling trying to find the damn John to watch my fights. Man, you talking too much, man. You talking about delete the comment. You giving up the sauce, cuz. Okay, Calvin Foulboy, I believe. I want Benavidez to get the Canelo shot, but y'all daydreaming if you think Canelo will ever fight the man. He'll most likely fight Crawford instead, and I can't wait for him to smoke him easy. I hope you're wrong. You know what I'm saying? I've been under the assumption that he won't fight David Benavidez neither, but this is the thing. Though. I think that the fans are so hell-bent on Canelo fighting Benavidez that if he does not fight Benavidez in May or September, it's going to be a very bad look for Canelo. They're going to terrorize that man, bro. Just like they did with Triple G. When he gave up that belt to not fight Triple G and all that, bro, they didn't let that man live. They didn't let Canelo live until he fought Triple G. I think that's the point. That's the point where Benavidez and Canelo is at right now. It's the most popular fight to be made in boxing right now. This is the most popular fight in boxing right now. What fight is there in boxing right now that'll generate more revenue than Canelo and Benavidez? Which one? Which one? I think that's the biggest fight to be made in boxing right now. Do you know what that'll do for Mexico, bro? Tank Haney, maybe. Yeah. Especially after that went maybe. Yeah, They might be on the same level. Yeah. But I'm talking about the country of Mexico, bro. Boots Crawford? Nah. Maybe if Boots was a little bit more decorated, maybe. But Boots is still, even though he got a title, he's still on the come up. You know what I mean? He don't got the problem is that what makes this situation different from these other fights is Mexico. That's the main factor, because let's keep it a buck. It's sad, but and Floyd done said it multiple times, it's not coming from me. This is stuff that's been said repetitively throughout the years. It's like Puerto Ricans back Puerto Ricans. Mexico backs Mexicans. Them Europeans, they back their European fighters. Black fighters have trouble getting backed by black fans. Now there is a lot of there is people that back. I'm not saying that they don't have a fan base, because at the end of the day, the biggest pay-per-view draws were black fighters. You know what I'm saying? The problem is that they shame black people for supporting black fighters. I'll give you an example. I remember when the whole Floyd and Pacquiao buildup was going on. They were calling Mayweather fans Flomos. Meanwhile, Pacquiao had a fan base. The Philippines is backing him 1,000%. They never received criticism. But whenever you back for Floyd for some type of reason, you were a casual, you were a Flomo, you was everything under the sun. Every fight, it's okay for every race to stand by their fighter except black people, and that's sad, bro. That's sad. I see it all the time. So with that being said, it's like, it just so happened, and I think that discourages a lot of black people from supporting black fighters, because I've seen black YouTube channels get discouraged by these comments and switch up their whole narrative and start promoting Mexican fighters because they scared to support their own. I've seen it happen multiple times. You know what I mean? So I think Benavidez, Canelo, they gonna have that support, bro. And the legends that's gonna be behind this, bro. Juan Manuel Marquez backing David Benavidez. Eric Morales backing David Benavidez. Marco Antonio Barrera backing David Benavidez. Mike Tyson backing David Benavidez. This is a young kid who's getting accepted by the legends. It's almost as if it's being written out for this dude to be the next great pay-per-view draw. The next great popular fighter. And then you got Canelo, somebody who's got some longevity on his jacket. You know what I'm saying? Been around for a long time. He's not. I wouldn't necessarily say that he's praised by the legends of Mexico all like that, but he's earned his stripes in Mexico. You know what I'm saying? He's the most popular fighter in Mexico right now. You know what I'm saying? And it's looking like the veteran versus the young hungry lion. Who's going to come out on top? The more mature, experienced fighter? Or is it going to be the young, hungry lion that's looking like he got something to prove, that's legacy-driven, that wants to be in a similar predicament to where Canelo's currently at this point in time? It's a great fucking fight, bro. You know what I mean? It's a great fight, bro. Especially if they make that fight anywhere near Mexico. If they make this joint at like Jerry World, at the Cowboy Stadium, or anywhere near there, bro, San Antonio, bro, whatever. That fight gonna go crazy, man. That fight gonna go crazy. That pay-per-view number is passing 1 million easy. 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 1.5, 1.6 up there. Promise you. And I don't even get into the numbers all like that. Like I said earlier on this live, but that's passing 1 million. Rando says, as a Mexican, I ain't picking no winner for that fight. But you definitely watching. And that just backs my point. That's the biggest fight to be made in boxing right now. So to go back to that initial statement that was made earlier, saying that he don't believe Canelo gonna fight Benavidez at all. If they don't fight in May or September, bro, and Canelo just goes try to find his weasel his way out of the situation, bro, it's gonna be a very bad look, man. It's gonna be a very bad look on that man's career. They're not gonna let it die down neither. It's gonna be similar to Riddick Bowe and Lennox Lewis. Riddick Bowe still get questions about Lennox Lewis to this day, and this man been retired for I don't know how long. So why they'll be interviewing Riddick? It was like, oh, so why didn't the fight happen with Lennox Lewis? He just told the story 1,000,000 times. But they still ask him to this day. You know why? Because I left a stain on that man's jacket. The fact that he didn't face Lennox Lewis. While Lennox Lewis went on to become an all-time great. Riddick Bowe, he a legend. He a Hall of Famer too, but that haunts him. That haunts him. They don't ask Lennox about it. They ask him more about like Mike Tyson and stuff like that. They ask Riddick about Lennox on the regular. They don't let it die down. It's gonna have the same effect on Canelo. When Canelo's older, retired, or whatever, if he doesn't fight Benavidez, they're gonna be like, yo, so whatever happened with that Benavidez fight, man? Do you regret not making it? Like, that's gonna be a habitual thing. Reese says the black versus a different nationality is always going to do the most numbers, in my opinion. Well, Floyd would agree with you because that was his whole blueprint. He didn't really take pride in fighting other black fighters. He really went against dudes who had countries that was backing him. When you watch that old interview with what was his name, Brian Kenny, he was like, so you're telling me that Juan Manuel Marquez is a bigger fight than Shane Mosley? And he was like, yo, he got a whole country behind him. He got a whole country behind him. Why? Of course it's a bigger fight. That's his mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like, he went after the dudes that had countries that was backing him. Ricky Hatton, that man had the whole UK in that building. They fought in Vegas, bro. They was in Vegas, bro. Yo, they had the UK band playing the whole time. They was all drinking, bro. The whole UK came out to Vegas to support Ricky Hatton. That generated a lot of money, man. Yo, they was so lit that even after Ricky Hatton got knocked down, they was still cheering and celebrating as if Ricky was still in the fight. They was there rocking out for that man. You know what I'm saying? He fought Juan Manuel Marquez. Had Mexico behind him. Who else? Manny Pacquiao, he had the Philippines behind him. The pride of the Serengeti Providence. Manny Pacquiao had that behind him. Canelo Alvarez, of course, Mexico behind him. Oscar De La Hoya, he Mexican American, you know what I mean, but was had the people behind him. He was the most popular fighter in the world at one point. Slime says that was a pro UK crowd. I bet not one American was there. Yo, there was a situation where I think like Floyd's foot had gotten tripped up behind Hatton's, bro, and like he slipped up a little bit. And they was like, ah! Yo, like I swear, just hearing it from like videos on YouTube, bro, it felt like the arena was like shaking, bro. I was like, damn. I was like, yo, how many people did Ricky have in there, bro? Like, it was crazy. But like, I say that to say, Floyd, that was Floyd's blueprint. Him versus guys who had countries that was backing them. Miguel Cotto, yeah, Puerto Rico behind him. They did really good pay-per-view numbers. That's why Ryan versus any black fighter is still gonna be a big draw, whether Ryan keep losing. I don't know, man. I don't think Ryan's this big pay-per-view draw that everybody pretend he is. He don't got a track record with being a pay-per-view star. So I can't really say. I don't know. I think that a lot of his fans, 10K Hatton fans traveled over to Vegas. That is insane, bro. Wow. That is insane, bro. 10,000 people travel over from the UK to see him get knocked out. That's yo, they was mad as hell. I know they was mad, bro. They probably was like, fuck it, let's just have a good time. They didn't really care that Ricky hadn't lost or nothing. Damn, bro. 10K? I don't know, man. I don't know. I see what you're saying, though. See what you're saying. 10K Western Europeans went to Vegas to watch Hatton get cooked. Yo, they was really backing him too. Cause I think at the time Hatton was undefeated. Hatton was undefeated. He had just stopped Costa Zoo, Tim Zupop. He had just stopped him, and he had called Floyd out and that pissed Floyd off. He told Leonard, he was like, "Yo, go make the fight happen, man. Go make the fight happen." He was pissed off about it. So they had like some genuine like trash talk going back and forth. Like things was getting a little personal between them. If you watch the 24/7 between them two, Floyd was getting all in his face talking about, yo, like you ready to die? Like I was asking him all these crazy questions. When Hatton hit the ground off that check hook, that crowd went quiet. That's a fact. I love that. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. That's one of the best feelings in the world, bro. Cause I done had fighters fight other guys in their home gyms and stuff. And just seeing, having my fighters completely dominate a fight or knock out a fighter in their home gym, bro, ain't nothing like that, bro. To hear the silence, you can hear a pen drop in that motherfucker. Listen, ain't nothing like that. It's one of the best feelings to have in boxing. When you go to somebody's hometown and shut them out, and that whole crowd, you don't hear not one person talking when they announce you as the winner. Yeah, it'd be like that. It's a great feeling. Boots versus Conor Benn would be huge for Boots. Yeah, it would. It definitely would. Yeah, Pac-Man put the nail in the coffin for Hatton. I don't think he was the same after the Floyd fight for real. But I mean, he had gotten a win after Floyd. I think he beat Paulie. I think he beat Paulie Malignaggi that went on to fight Pacquiao. You know what I mean? But yeah, Pacquiao put the nail in the coffin for him. I think like Floyd set up the coffin for him and Pacquiao just laid him in that joint. Yeah. Josh Taylor should pick Ben for his 147 debut. That'd be a good fight. That'd be a good fight for Conor Benn to see where he at. Because Josh Taylor, he kept insinuating the fact that his lackluster performances at 140 was because he was having trouble making the weight. So I guess at 47, he should feel better. It's an additional 7 pounds. If that don't make you feel better, then it might not be a weight problem. It might be a you problem. You know what I'm saying? Hold on real quick. My bad, y'all. My bad. Apparently, Bill Haney had put out an interview. Yeah, I see it. I got it, Reed. Thank you. Apparently, Bill Haney, can y'all hear me now? Let me know if y'all can hear me now. Okay, cool. So, yeah, I forgot to even mention this. I'm glad that my dad just sent me this message. I'm gonna put this up here right now. I'm gonna put this up here right now for y'all to read. This is fresh information right now that just popped up on my iMessage. Let me put this up right now. So if y'all didn't see that interview, man, go check it out. Go check it out. Bill Haney. I'm not gonna pay attention to comments right now. I gotta get this off because I'm about to get off in a little bit. But yo, so apparently Bill Haney had did an interview, I believe it was with Fight Hub or something like that. And they were speaking on the possibility of facing Subriel Matias. Now, according to Bill Haney, he said that he had talked to somebody named Peter Khan. And apparently this dude, Peter Khan, had something to do with Subriel. And he said that Subriel had wanted like $4 million. He wanted $4 million to face Devin Haney or something along those lines. And I knew that sounded funny. You know what I'm saying? I knew that sounded funny. I didn't sound right because I never knew Peter Khan for doing business with Subriel Matias. You know what I'm saying? If y'all haven't seen that, go check it out. You know what I mean? I think he also spoke about, I forgot, was it Rolly? He had spoke about something like that. How much longer will you be on here? Probably like 10 more minutes. But yeah, so I knew it was kind of funny because I don't think Peter Khan had anything to do with Subriel at all. You know what I mean? I knew him for being with Fresh Productions out there in Puerto Rico, and that's who he's been working with. Now he's been working with PBC and making fights happen with PBC. They've been working together. So I knew that was kind of funny. You know what I mean? I didn't really understand that. I don't know where that was coming from. I don't know where Bill Haney got that information from. But apparently, Subriel Matias' promoter has put out a statement. He has put out a statement. My dad just sent me this, so let's check it out right here. And this is like I said, this is from Subriel Matias' team. Okay, so this is a post that just got put out on Facebook. It says Subriel Matias' team has not received any calls about negotiations to face Devin Haney. Peter Khan has nothing to do with Subriel Matias. Promoter Juan Orango and Matias' manager Pedro Cruz are the only representatives of Arguello and Martinillo. So that's like his nickname. Fernando, okay. Yeah, so this is the press officer from Fresh Productions that put this tweet out. So there it go right there. So I don't know if Bill Haney capping. I don't know exactly what the situation is. But it sounds like Bill Haney capping, bro. Maybe he got the names mixed up. I don't know. Once I heard that he said that Subriel was talking about $4 million when he's only made hundreds of thousands of dollars, that didn't really make sense to me. You know what I mean? So it sounds like a lot of these dudes, they having trouble ignoring Subriel, so they just making this, they trying to play it as if like Subriel don't want to fight nobody or it's all smoke and mirrors. Because Teofimo said he sent Subriel an offer. You know what I'm saying? And Subriel was like, yo, I got a hand injury right now, which I had already heard about after the fight. He had a fracture in his hand, and it takes time to recover. You know what I'm saying? It takes time for the rehabilitation process to get through, and you gotta get cleared to continue. You have to be cleared to continue, you know what I mean, to start training. So Teofimo offered him a date in February. He said, yo, I'm coming off of a hand injury right now. Let's make it happen in March or April. Yeah. I know exactly who Peter Khan is, Pop. He said Peter Khan is a manager but has nothing to do with Matias. I knew that. So when I heard Peter Khan associated with Subriel's name, I was like, it was like a little red flag. Like that don't really make sense. You know what I mean? Yo, Mark, how do niggas prevent hand injuries? Like, is the gloves? It could be a few different things. It could be a gloves. It could be wraps not being made. Or it could just be wear and tear throughout just the course of just continuously using your hands. It could be a little bit of all three. But, like, to really prevent hand injuries, I would say to take care of your hands, man. Like, make sure that you wrapping them properly. Make sure you got gloves. For preparation for a fight, you should use protective gloves that'll protect your hands as you sparring. Throw punches properly, not you know what I mean? You got to ball your fists up properly. You have to lock your wrists in a certain way. You know what I mean? There's a few ways to prevent hand injuries. Like me personally, I haven't had any hand injuries. But you know what I mean? It could be just wear and tear. It could be just from continuous back-to-back camps. Yeah, these injuries seem too common now. Well, in boxing, you're using your hands a lot, so these things are going to happen. You know what I'm saying? That's just the unfortunate reality. Like, Floyd had hand problems. Paulie Malignaggi had hand problems. And, bro, this is not going to be the first time we hear about this. This ain't going to be the last time. If you're in boxing and you're continuously using your hands, you punching the bag, you punching sparring partners, you punching pads, you punching opponents. You know what I'm saying? Like over time, your hands are gonna just start. Your hands are gonna. There's gonna be some type of injury that's gonna find his mark. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna make his presence. Something's gonna pop up. Knuckle placement is key as well when people land. Yeah. Like you could hit somebody elbow and it could be a lot of things. T.O. sent the offer to fight with no money mentioned on the offer. Yeah, it just sounded like he offered a date. It sounded like he just offered a date. You know what I'm saying? And Subrel was like, yo, all right, like I'm coming off of a hand injury right now. Let's make it for, you know what I'm saying, March, April. Late March, early April. So that's not him ducking at all. That's him trying to renegotiate a fight date. He's not saying, oh, well, I got to fight this dude, then after that. No, he's not telling you that at all. So now Teofimo coming out with this right here to try to downplay Subrel. Then we got Devin Haney Pop talking about they asked for $4 million or something like that with a manager from a man, and this was something that he got from a manager that has nothing to do with Subrel Matias. Bro, it don't make sense, bro. It don't make sense at all. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna look more into that and I'm gonna make a video about it. Matias promoter is a personal friend of mine. Don't believe everything you read. I get my info straight from the source. There you go. There you have it. There you have it. There you have it. Matias know his hand gonna be good in March, April. Well, you get a time like when you get a time frame for all of that. So if you have a hand injury and you sit down with a doctor, they'll be like, yo, all right, we're gonna do physical therapy for 4 to 6 weeks. And then we're gonna check the progress of your hand, and then from there we'll be able to tell if you need more therapy, you need more physical therapy, or you'll be cleared to train. But doctors, they give you like an estimate of how long it'll take to recover. You know, they experts in that. That's what they get paid for. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I'm sure he has a good indication of when he'll be good. To get back into throwing his right hand, you know what I'm saying? But apparently he fractured his hand in that before the fight with Ergashev. He actually came into the fight with a hand injury and still got the stoppage. You know what I mean? There's 30 people in the building, man. Hit the like button as soon as you come in. Thank you very much. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's gonna be it for the night, yo. I gotta get up early in the morning, you know what I mean, to take care of some business at work and all that good stuff, man. He said, well, best of luck to Matias. Yeah, best of luck to him, man. He's in a great division right now, and I hope he can get the fights that he's looking for because he's been calling out Rolly, Teofimo, Haney. He's been calling out the top dudes. Even Regis talk about he want to send Regis to the hospital. Maybe that fight will be presented now that Regis don't got a belt. You know what I'm saying? He want to fight for IBF. Go ahead and fight Matias. You want to become 3-time world champion? Go fight Matias. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I hope everybody has a blessed night. I'm going to get my ass ready for bed and all that good stuff, man. I hope y'all have a great night. Like I said, be ready for my videos that I'm going to be putting out tomorrow afternoon and all that good stuff, man. I'm going to get up out of here. Let me answer this one more. Let me answer this question right here. You think Haney was depleted because even Taker Shakur don't have 30 fights yet and have both moved up twice? Well, at 35, you could tell that it was taking its toll on him, and you could tell that he was leaving some fight in the gym. In that fight at 140, he looked more energized. You know what I mean? He looked stronger in terms of his punching power, his legs. He just looked, you could tell it was a difference. You know what I mean? But we just going to leave it at that, man. I hope everybody has a blessed, beautiful night. You know what I mean? I'm going to get up out of here. Take care, y'all. Peace.